Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there, calling to 26.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and doing everything in his power to follow through.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's caught left side. Myers with it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They go play action with Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange.
And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 7.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Now Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. But just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A short throw there to Strange.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
In motion right here, Washington.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Throwing, Jones.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down, another run to Taylor.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds
taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Jones. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor from 3 yards out. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Shoves him aside. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Lawrence. Washington's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Myers. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Two yards to go, second down. In motion is Washington. Here's Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Lawrence will throw.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. Jones.
He'll let one go deep for Downs.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a give to Taylor.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Open man, the tight end Warren.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones.
That complete to Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They bring pressure there on third down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jones.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 38.
They're going right back to Pittman.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down and goal. Jones. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Josh Downs
From 10 yards out.
And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll get this off to ETN. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On play action, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. In motion right here, Washington. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. In motion, the tight end. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. A short throw there to Strange. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Don't
forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll get this one to Pittman.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing, Jones.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 23.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
At the 17-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. On the option left, it's Jones.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Jones. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The first run for the backup of Doolin.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as a...
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down 21-14, a little under 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing now, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Lawrence. Now he'll take this and run. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
At the 42-yard line.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they